All right, guys, so here it is. Here's my position in Apple. Purchased 182.9 shares at 170.35. My plan is to swing trade this back to 180. I'll show you on the Fidelity chart why I'm thinking this, where support is, where resistance is. So let's get right into it. So I bought this stock at 170.35. This is the Fidelity chart, which you can go on when you click on the symbol. You can look under chart, and then it gives you this setup. Then we'll click on analysis and see what they're thinking. But right away, right off the bat, RSI is at, on the 1 year chart, is at 21. So I like that. That's a good sign, meaning oversold. If you look at this green bar, Fidelity has this set up where you have a 164.9 support level. So we're pretty close to it. So I wanted to get some shares in. And then if you look here, the 250 bar resistance is 179.35. So my plan, just looking at the 1 month, you can see, let's go to 3 months so it's a little more clear. You can see on the 3 month, Apple is trading at 200, and it has sold all the way down to 169 right now in the after hours. So that's a nice 31-point decline. And if anybody knows Apple, just looking at the trend of it over the long term on the 5-year chart, it's just a nothing but go up. So for me, I think this is a legit swing trade. I'm just going to have to figure out where my stop loss is going to be, because when I look at Apple on the 1 year chart, it is clear right in this zone right here. If I zoom in, that's not letting me zoom in, but right here at 165, there's clear support. If it does break that and goes below 162, then we're really looking at 160, which is right in this area. That would be your next level. I think something would have to go seriously wrong for Apple to go down even further down to 160. It could be wrong, obviously, but that's where I'm looking. When you click on this analysis, so see how I'm clicking this right here? Fidelity gives you a little option here. You click analysis. And what they're saying is their preference is long positions above 165.5. Your targets are 176 and 179.5. And it even shows it right here, which is cool. So if you look right here at the 165.5, it's saying the pivot and first support. Look to preference in resistance. Hold on, let me go back to it. Or look to alternative in support. So if we get that bounce off 165, we're holding 170. The first line of resistance, a preference target, is 176. So we will definitely take shares off at 176 if we can get a 6-point pop on this. But I'm going to take the rest of the shares off if we get to 179.5. That's the second line of resistance it's saying. I would assume that if we get a pop off this 169 back up to 176, it's a good time to take some profit. If it sells back down, I'll add more again with the gains that I made. Then it says 185 is your third line of resistance. Now it's saying the alternative, if it breaks 165, further downsides 159 and 155. And I do see that. I mean, you look at the 2 year chart, you can see right in this area, it'll show you the 155 and 159 by these two red lines. You can see the chart is pretty much lined up where resistance has been right here in this area. Then there was some resistance here. And then once this resistance broke, 155 to 159 became support, and then it made this nice trend line up. So Apple is struggling, but I want to hold shares of them. And just looking at the 1 month, they are down 10% in 1 month. So you look overall at 3 months, you went from 200 down to 170. I think it's a good opportunity to take a chance here, especially with the RSI this low, around 20, showing that it's oversold. So I'm going to try to swing trade this. I can hold this position. It's not going to bother me. So for me, it's a comfortable trade, and I think it's definitely an opportunity. So I'm going to post a video after this clip, and it's just me buying the shares, and I'll put it in fast forward and put some music in the background, but it's me bad holding, and you'll see